Okay, so let's get from here to here. Okay, so starting off, I have just used the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer, and I'm just applying it on top of my lids, practically my whole face actually. After that, I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. Camouflage Concealer, and I'm just gonna be using it around my eyes and around my mouth, my nose. Like, I'm not going to be doing my whole face, because if I'm going to do that, I have to do my whole face with the concealer. So I'm just going to do it on a few, like mostly the center of my face, and then I'm going to be brushing out my eyebrows with this e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel. After that, I am going to be blending the concealer. Now it's always nice to kind of let your concealer dry for a little bit before you start blending in, so that way you get, the kind of coverage that you actually need, and it's very easier to work with. So that's what I'm doing here, just blending away, and I'm not using any brushes or sponge to blend. I'm just gonna use sponge to blend. I'm just gonna use my fingers, and it just does the work perfectly well. So once that is done, I am going to be moving on to my eyebrows again. So I'm just drawing the shape that I want for my eyebrows. So I'm kind of trying to reshape the shape of my eyebrows, and I'm trying to heighten the arch, and I'm drawing along that. So once that is done, I'm just going to brush it out with a spoolie. And moving on to the eyes, I'm just going to be kind of smoking my lower lid a little bit, so that kind of helps with the dark circles. And then using this amazing nice color, I think this is by Insight Cosmetics, so I'm just kind of drawing a very simple winged liner. So I'm trying to, and once that is done, I'm going to be using kind of a mix of brown and this color to kind of fill in the whole of my eye, like the eyeliner. So once I'm happy with how my eyes look, so this is me just kind of filling it up. So once I'm happy with how the eyeliner looks, I am going to be doing one coat of mascara on each of my eyelashes. And moving on to the blush, I'm using this lip color by Lakme. So this is in the shade Pink Glam. So I'm using it as a blush on both my cheeks and my nose, and then I'm just kind of blending it out with my hands. So once that is done, I'm going to be doing my lips, and I'm going to be using a combination of, before that, I'm just going to powder my face a little bit, just the places where I tend to sweat or the place where it tends to get oily. So once that is done, I'm going to be moving on to lips. So I'm using a combination of two different lip colors. This is the same Pink Glam, and another one that is a Mauve Ecstasy. I'm just going to mix these two colors, and it just gives a really nice color, because the Pink Glam on its own just doesn't really suit me that well, but the combination of these two just makes it it's a nice color for me. So that's what I've done here, and with that you just kind of look a little bit more polished, and it's quite easy. There's not a lot of stuff going on the face, so yeah.